Hello lords and ladies, welcome back to my Let's Play of Story of Seasons, Trio Towns. And it has been quite some time since I last recorded a video, which I apologize for. I just honestly haven't been in the mood really, coupled with really winding down the really busy months at my day job. And for the past 2 weeks, it's actually been really slow, but I haven't recorded anything, and again, that's probably because I just haven't really felt like it. It's actually taken me a long time to work up the energy to just sit down and record, because I know that Story of Seasons is going to be a pretty long series, and I wasn't even sure I really wanted to keep going, and I'm still not sure if I want to keep going, but I am going to try to record some more videos. Hopefully you guys have stuck around. I know it's been an infuriating long wait in between videos, and I apologize. I could have done better. But it's been so long, I don't even remember what we were necessarily doing. I imagine we've already gone and done our crops and whatnot. I think one of the last things we may have done was remodel our home. I don't think that was the last video. I think the last video was like something else entirely. I'm not sure what it was. I think we were like having dinner with the twins or something. Speaking of the twins, I've actually made somewhat of a decision on who I'm going to romance next. It's not so much a decision as I might. Like, they're in the lead. I don't remember their name. I think it's a something like that. I'll have to check real quick. Let's see. I think it's Komari? Maybe? Kasumi? You know what? Nah, I don't even remember. I'm not gonna check. You guys will let me know, but by then I'll have looked it up. Okay. Oh, somebody told me in the comments probably a few weeks ago that we were going to probably learn about the Town Link rank thing pretty soon after that whole little chain thing even appeared, so I guess we're going to learn today. Okay, you in? Pardon me? Sure, come in, Frank. I didn't say you could come in, but whatever. How's it going? Reckon it was about time I checked in on you and saw how you were doing with your Town Link ranks. Good, good. Looks like you're strengthening your bond with the towns just fine. Looks like you've got a lock on your Town Link rank there. Yes, and I really want to know what that is. Building a bond with a town won't always be smooth sailing, you know. Sometimes you'll check it and find out the bar's locked. So long as that lock's there, the gauge won't budge no matter what you do. So first things first, you gotta get that lock off. But to do that, there's certain requirements you've got to meet. I love how in Story of Seasons and Harvest Moon, they talk to you mostly like in-universe, like canonically speaking, but then sometimes they just break the fourth wall and refer to things that don't really make sense within the universe they exist in. It's game logic at its finest, but it's fine. I think if they tried to like work it in canonically, you know, without making it sound like a video game, it would only be too vague, I think. But it's not a complaint. I was just something I was thinking about. Here, let me give you the details. First, take a gander at this. Tutorials. 19 videos in, still getting tutorials. That's fine. I think it's better to spread it out, I think, than have it bunched up like it was in the previous one. Okay, so the requirements to pop off a lock can be found in the Town Link rank memo section of the Town Link rank screen. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Okay, this is the Town Link rank memo screen. You can see all the requirements here. Looks like you've got 2 of them at this time. Part-time jobs and shipping. The upper screen has more details. Take a gander. Alright, this shows you all the details about those requirements. Right now it's showing the stuff you've got to ship. 10 crops. Doesn't look like there's any specific type though. That should be easy enough for you to do. I wish I'd known that before actually, I think, trying to... I don't think I tried to ship them out. Never mind. I think I thought I had already done that. Never mind. So far it's looking like the requirements are all stuff you can handle on your own, but later on you'll probably come across some that you'll need to get help from other people to clear. If you do run into one of those, go talk with the town elder or some of the townsfolk. They'll give you a hint. Right then, I'll be heading home now. Good luck with your town link ranks. I'll be rooting for you. Thanks, Uncle Frank. Pretty kind of you. The town link rainbow, rank memo, and locks. I should keep an eye on those. So 10 crops. Ship some crops. Complete. Oh, I've already completed it? What? Really? I did? Hold on. We can check the town link rank memo here. So we've already done this. Okay, that's cool. It's nice to know that if we've already completed the prerequisites or whatever, by the time the chain appears, I forgot what they actually called it, it'll just automatically complete for us. And this one is, I gotta complete one more part-time job here in Westtown, so I guess that's gonna be what we do in this video, I imagine. After we do some part-time chores, although looks like I have some mail? Gulliver's got some new products. Relation has some new products as well. Jambalaya. This one is a part-time job agency. Thank you for completing 50 part-time job requests. Well done. We look forward to using your services again in the future. Alright, 50. Gosh. I didn't actually know we'd already done that much. That's insane. Let me go ahead and fill up on some water. But yeah, going back to what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, just haven't really felt like in the mood of recording. I feel like most Let's Players go through this at some point. I think some describe it as burnout. It's when you get really, really tired because you've already been doing so much. And trying to deal with my day job and then come home and find times to record was near impossible at times. I'm sure we talked about this at length before, and I apologize if I'm doing that again. But I just wanted to reiterate it instead of pointing to a previous video because, no, that was then and this is now, and I have maybe new things to say about it. Alright, so I guess we already harvested some crops down here, so we don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that's basically why I haven't really been recording. I've sort of been like winding down from having a difficult time at work. So once I actually did get some time off, instead of using that time off to go ahead and start really working on videos and getting it done as quickly as I could so that you guys would have some more content, I sort of just have been sleeping in late, and that's it. I've been sleeping in late. You might be asking, well, you know, your Cartoon Hangout content has been coming out rather... I'm chuckling just thinking about the word frequently, because I wouldn't actually say I've been releasing Cartoon Hangout content frequently, but more often than my gaming channel stuff. But that's a lot easier, I think. I usually have to... It's a lot more of a passive thing than playing a video game and trying to commentate over it, you know? I can just sit down, watch a 15, 20, 30 minute episode and then write my thoughts on it a lot quicker than I can record a 30-minute video of a game. So anywho, I probably talked in previous videos about what my goals for this series are, and I'm a little unclear what those goals are because I've taken such a large time off from playing the game that I don't remember what I said those goals were in the first place. But I think right now it's basically, you know, doing so with the town link ranks, you know, basically normal Harvest Moon stuff, just raising the crops, making that dollar, making that cash money, and trying to figure out who to marry. All pretty good goals. I'll probably sit down and write something out, because in my previous story since Let's Play, I had a really in-depth little guide for myself, you know, to the point where, like, it was really easy to know what I was going to do in each video because I was working towards stuff. In Trio of Towns, for some reason, I'm still floundering for some reason, and I don't know why. So, I will try to come up with something. Oh man, we're going to be brushing some animals, huh? Ooh, there's a lot of jobs here. Animal brusher, item courier, whatever. Shipper, any flower. These have to be grown, of course. Somebody told me that before. You can't just be stuff I pick up. Which is good to know. Which is good to know. Alright, so I think I'm going to do animal brusher. I think this one starts right away, yes? Yes. Okay. That'll be the last one we have. I think this is West Town, right? I should have made sure it was in West Town. Oh, thanks for coming. Not to rush you, but are you ready to start brushing the animals? Sure, Megan. It's so funny that they, like, farm this out for me to do when they could do it. It kind of reminds me of my day job. All of which are things that the people who actually work in the stores I visit could do, and sometimes have done. You know, like Walmart, for example. This may be a bad thing to admit, but whenever I have a job to do at Walmart, I kind of just wait a few days, and they generally do it themselves, because why would they wait for me? Half the time I think they don't remember who what my company is. They're just like, oh, hello, and you know, and I don't see the point. That was a weird tangent. It was kind of related to what I was just doing right now, but I don't have a lot of gold at the moment. I don't remember how much gold I had in the original, in the previous story. Oh, complete some part-time jobs. Complete. West Town Town Link rank increased. It's now rank D. Really? Okay, let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, there it goes. D rank. We just need Lulu. Oh crap! What was the other town's name? Was it Lulu Coco? Something like that. That sounds familiar. It might be. It maybe is. Yep. I guess that's kind of it. I guess now we just need to keep working at raising the Town Link rank, and I guess once it hits that next increment, it'll lock again, and we'll have to do something. All right. One thing I really got to remember to do is to give the townsfolk things that they like. It's particularly hard for me to remember because by the time I'm done recording, I've usually like exhausted the entire day, so I forget to actually go back and do stuff. I'm trying to remember, is there anything else we need to do? I feel like we're good on, like, I mean, I gotta remember to put some of this stuff away. Don't I have I think I have a calendar on me, don't I? Pocket calendar. Yes. Let's see, what's coming up? Wayne's birthday is coming up. Okay. Marco's birthday as well. There's Desi's birthday. And at the end of the month, there's the Harvest Festival, which is kind of why I'm keeping some of the crops on me. I don't know if they go bad. I remember it in the previous story seasons, if you kept it on you too long, it would lose, like, I don't remember, it was like freshness, but it was something. So you had to store it in the fridge, but I don't have a fridge, so I'm wondering if I can get one, or, you know, what's going on. But yeah, that's kind of what we're building to, is the Harvest Festival. It almost feels like there's less festival things going on than in the previous game, if I'm remembering correctly. Because, like, the next month only has a Harvest Festival and a Flower Fair. There's, like, two things. I don't remember the previous game too well. Mostly because I didn't get to replay it because I think it was stolen. So, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and maybe watch some of my videos. But I could have sworn there was, like, a lot more going on. But, that's fine. Alright, well, actually, why did I go this way? I was going to accept another part-time job. Which I'm probably going to skip ahead, so... see you when I'm done. Alright, so, in the middle of making deliveries, I think the last delivery I had to do was Carrie, and I forgot who that was. But I was coming in here because I couldn't remember if Brad was married to Carrie, and suddenly there's an event going on. RK, hey. What's up, Brad? I seem out of it? Yeah, I guess so. It's just... that. Look at that. Oh, he's getting jealous. Little purple monster, or is it the green monster? I don't remember what color jealousy is. I think it flips flops between green and purple. Jeez. No, I know. Wayne's not at fault here. I mean, the one who's being aggressive about wanting to chat is clearly my wife. But man, he's way too good at talking to folks. No matter who he's talking to, before they even notice it, they're knee-deep in the conversation. Heck, I have a ton of fun talking to him. There really are perfect human beings in the world. He's got great looks, a great personality, and can talk up a storm. I mean, does Wayne even have a weakness? I've known him for ages now, but I've never seen him show any signs of having one. Ah, I know. Okay, you could find his weak point for me. Wayne might open himself up if it's you. What do you want me to do, Brad? I'm so crazy. Come on, pretty please? Well, it's nice to know that I have something to title this video. Instead of just being a weak return to the series that I thought it was going to be. Well, howdy, okay? Go on and grab a seat, partner. I like how I've suddenly given him a much stronger Western accent there. Southern, I guess, maybe. Ah, I see. So you're as busy as always, huh? Kinda. So, get this. Just recently... Yes? Here's a little bit of extra service from my husband for you and RK. It's coleslaw. Enjoy. I pass. I don't really like coleslaw. Give it to somebody else, please. Although I don't know if I've actually tried coleslaw. I think it's just the name that just creeps me out. Service, huh? Let's dig in then. That was a weird reaction, Wayne. What's wrong? Ain't you gonna eat? Wayne's acting a bit strange. Maybe it's just me, but it looks like his face is scrunching up. Could it be that? Do you not like coleslaw, Wayne? Saw right through me, didn't you? Although it's not so much the coleslaw as it's the yogurt that I don't like. Yogurt? Is yogurt in coleslaw? Truthfully, there used to be a lot of stuff I didn't like very much. Little by little I managed to get used to eating it all, but there's one thing I just can't. Well, I can eat it. It'd be rude not to eat everything a person gave me. That's how you get poisoned, Wayne. But hey, listen. I'd really appreciate it if you keep this under your hat. Oh, I'm here to find your weakness, man. Whoa, what? Hearts? What? I'm sorry, it's just kind of embarrassing for a man my age to be this much of a picky eater. Nicely done, by the way, noticing that grimace on my face. I thought I'd been doing a good job keeping it hidden, but I guess my poker face still needs some work. Yep, a little bit, Wayne. You understand because you're my friend? You sure know how to make a guy smile. I'm still a bit embarrassed my secret got out, but I think I'm glad it was with you. Oh, well now gosh darn it, Wayne, now I can't tell Brad. Unless I automatically tell Brad. So, how'd it go? Did you find out what Wayne's weakness point is? I can't tell you, Brad. I mean, me and you are close homies, like me and Wayne. I don't really know what this is one of those situations, like in the previous story seasons, where I think the point is, like, if I tell Brad the secret, I'll win brownie points with Brad, essentially. I don't remember what the technical term is. Friendship points, whatever. And I'll maybe decrease some with Wayne. But it's also possible, and then if I do keep the secret, I'll win points with Wayne and possibly lose some with Brad. I think that's what the situation is. I think that's what it is. I don't imagine there's a quote-unquote correct way to respond in which, like, I win both of them over. Like, I don't think there's, like, a correct way to do it. It's just, who do you want to be, gain some friendship points with? Do you want to, you want Brad to like you more, or do you want Wayne to like you more? And I've already committed to Wayne being my bro. Alright? So, I'm sorry, Brad. I just, I was going to tell you what the secret was because I thought it would just be silly. But then Wayne's like, man, don't tell my secret. I'm like, oh, shoot. I can't tell his secret now because he told me not to. Even though it is a little bit silly. Like, this is one of those secrets where it's like, you don't like the yogurt? What? I'm going to tell you your secret. This is like a big secret. But I try to play these games like, I try not to... When I play games like this, when there's like a choice, and there may be consequences. I mean, this is story, this is Harvest Moon. There's not gonna be like a huge consequence. You know, I'm not gonna like fall out with Brad or fall out with Wayne, irreversibly. I could always win Wayne right back over by giving him cactuses. You know, it's not like Mass Effect where it's like, oh, I gotta have the right decision here or I'm gonna screw myself over. And you get into these situations with games that do have choices, and I'm overthinking this. This is hilarious. I just want to say this anyways. It's like you get into this situation with these games where your brain, you get divided on two fronts. On the one hand, if you're playing this trying to make decisions like you would make in real life, you want to go by that. But then at the same time, you're also thinking, well, what are the gameplay mechanics of this? You know, if I do go with my gut and I just react like I would normally react in real life, where is that going to get me? You know, which has led me to a few points in like Mass Effect and Dragon Age where I'll go, oh, I want to say this, but then I'm like, what's going to be the effect of this? So I kind of look up online, well, what happens if I go with this? What happens if I do this? This is probably not one of those games. I'm overthinking it, but I still wanted to point that aspect out, so I'm going to keep it a secret. I think I went on for like 5 minutes talking about that. So even you can figure this one out, huh, RK? Well, maybe this is for the best. I'm the one that asked for all this, but I feel guilty about getting you involved. Okay, I've decided. No more digging into Wayne's secrets. He's a flawless but kind human being, and that's that. I mean, I understand you, Brad. You were just getting a little bit jealous. Your wife was getting so into the conversation. It's understandable. It's natural. It's fine. Now, if I can only remember who in the world is Carrie, I'm trying to remember who Carrie is. I know this is bad because every time, I know this is Megan, right? You're Megan. Is Carrie? I think Carrie lives down here, maybe. I always forget who Carrie is. Well, actually, no. I've forgotten who other people are. I think the only people who I haven't forgotten have been like Frank and a few others. But eventually I just forget who people are. For some reason, I thought I already knew who Carrie... Wait, no, Carrie's the wife. I just went in there. I was just in there and I was like, who the heck is Carrie? It's the wife. Here you go. You got a package. There you go. Gosh darn it. I'm an idiot. This whole Let's Play has been probably like people thinking, Arcade, did you really play the previous story seasons? Are you sure that wasn't just a fever dream brought on by some weird hallucination? Because I wouldn't be shocked if that is exactly what you thought. Because half the time I'm like questioning the mechanics and wondering what the heck I'm doing, and then you guys let me know, and I'm like, oh wait, why didn't I think of that? Why was I confusing this twig? Why was I doing this? Why was I doing that? But I just have a really bad memory, you know? It's why I haven't really made like if I want to do a topic video, most people could just draw from the knowledge they have of whatever topic they wanted to talk about, and that be it, right? But me, even with it's like, oh man, I want to talk about Spider-Man, I'm gonna go like read tons of material just to make the video, which isn't a bad thing. But like, there's been times when I wanted to talk about a show, not in like a review sense, but just like maybe a single aspect of it, and I'm just like, oh, I can't do that. I need to go rewatch it. There's a story I'm writing because Amazon allows fan fiction to be written, right? And I picked a show that it's like one of there's only a few different shows and worlds, quote unquote, that you can write fan fiction about and be approved by Amazon. And it's like the one show that I'm actually really invested in. And instead of being like, well, I've watched this show for the last 7 years, I can surely draw on the memories I have of it and just write a story. Nope. I actually went ahead and I bought like season 1 of the show, and maybe I'll make a video about that in the future. But I think we've exhausted all our time for this for this video. I didn't mean for it to be this long. I was actually considering much shorter videos just to pump them out as quickly as I could because, you know, it's been so long. But I think this is where we end things here. I'm glad that we actually got that Brad cutscene because I wasn't sure what else we were going to do in the video. It actually helped pad things out a bit, and I'm glad. They always pop up when you least expect it and when you really need it. But yeah, I think maybe in between videos I'm gonna like try to quickly jot down my goals for this Let's Play. I kind of have, but it's mostly like it was like a video or an article like before the game was released, and it was like, oh, make sure to plant turnips and potatoes. When it's near summer, plant fruit trees and wheat and soybeans. Buy chickens and cows as soon as possible. You know, stuff like that, but not like large overall plans for what I want to do. You know, I think that's why I've been floundering when I do these videos, because I have no idea where I'm going, and I feel like Story Seasons and Harvest Moon is just not the series where you just sit down and go, I'm gonna wing it. Well, you probably do, but for me, it's like I flounder in that gray area there. You know, it's not like if I sat down and played Mass Effect, there'd always be something happening in every video, no matter how atrocious the animations would be. But with Story Seasons, Trio Towns, I flounder because I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. And I don't want every video to just be, today we're doing part-time jobs and farming, and then that be the end of it, you know? Which is why I'm thankful for some of these cutscenes. Which is why at some point I'm probably going to try to look up and see how I can trigger them, because that's one thing I actually did. That was one of my goals in the original Story Seasons, was I found out when those would trigger or what the goals requirements were, and then I started like trying to get those, right? And that might be one thing I looked up. I'll try to look up if that's even available. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's on Fogu or not. But yeah, I think that's the end of the video. Sorry I've rambled on for so long. That tends to happen once I come back to series that I've been absent from for a while. I talk ad nauseum. But yeah, I appreciate you guys waiting. Honestly, not many people at all were like, hey dude, when are you going to be making more Story Seasons? So maybe I haven't been gone long enough for people to be like, dude, where are they? Not like a specific YouTuber I'm thinking of who vanished for like a year, and so people just like were freaking out. They're like, is she dead? She's back. You might know who I'm talking about. Glad to have her back. I didn't want to like throw her name out there because that's not really the point of what I was trying to make. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider leaving a thumbs up or a comment. I would welcome any tips that you guys have. I try to write them down. Sometimes I forget, but I'll do my best to do that. I'll see you guys tomorrow probably for more Story Seasons content. Take care.